There's a reason most of our fat reduction clients are women. Here's the fact. Women are biologically programmed to retain fat. It seems grossly unfair, and we don't like it at all, but there's even something more unfair and unlikable that affects women. And that's the changes that menopause brings. And those can start as early as the 30s. So for women in their 40s up and maybe even their 30s, fat gain, especially in the midsection, well, menopause is to blame. For so many women, maybe most women, no matter how well they eat or how consistently they move their bodies, that stubborn fat just won't budge. And that's because the root of the problem is not lifestyle. It's simply biology, which means if you want to help these women, you need body contouring technology to reduce it. And a great solution is fat reduction protocols using the 6-in-1 cavitation machine. And in today's episode, we're going to dive into that subject. We'll discuss why women gain weight during menopause. We'll explain why fat accumulates in the belly in particular, and we'll detail why the 6-in-1 cavitation machine, well, it's our go-to solution. So stay tuned.
You're listening to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast, where you'll learn simple, actionable strategies from real-world, successful body contouring professionals to help you generate more revenue, realize the profits you want, and create the life you desire. Hi, I'm Shannon.
And I'm Kay.
And we're your hosts of the Proven Profits podcast.
Hi there, healthcare professionals, business owners, body contouring technicians, and beauty professionals. Welcome, everyone. Kay here. Shannon and I want to thank you for being here too. You know, when it comes to the body laying down fat, women have it bad enough, but menopause changes a woman's body, and not for the better, especially when it comes to gaining fat around the midsection. It's stubborn fat that seems impossible to reduce, and what makes it more distressing is that menopausal fat is not necessarily related to eating wrong, eating too much, or any other lifestyle factor, but rather to the menopausal process itself, which means it's difficult, if not impossible, to reduce menopause fat without some assistance. That's where treatments using the 6-in-1 cavitation machine come in. In this podcast episode, we'll dive into the biological reasons for the accumulation of fat during menopause. We'll explain why menopausal women fight belly fat in particular, and we'll detail why you should use the 6-in-1 cavitation machine to reduce menopause fat. So if you're a body contouring, beauty, or healthcare professional, or a business owner looking for ways to assist your menopausal clients, this episode is for you. Now here's a fact you may not know. Menopause affects multiple systems and can last up to, drum roll, 14 years. That's right. Menopause does not happen quickly. It's a long process, lasting around average of 8 years, but for some women, 14 years. And the process of menopause is not limited to hormones. It affects multiple bodily systems, including the reproductive, metabolic, nervous, musculoskeletal, endocrine systems, and others. So, menopause, it's a deep topic. This episode does not take a deep dive into menopause. We simply don't have the time. But instead, we're going to focus on the problem of the accumulation of menopausal fat, especially belly fat, and the solution, explaining how 6-in-1 cavitation reduces menopausal fat. So let's get started. Do you know when women begin gaining fat during menopause? Well, as we hinted earlier, the process of menopause starts earlier than you'd expect. On average, women arrive at the transition period entering menopause, which is known as perimenopause, in their 40s, but for many it's as early as their 30s. It's during this time that the menopause weight gain and the menopausal fat accumulation begins. Women gain an average of 1.5 pounds each year during this long menopausal process. And that adds up. So these women need our help. But before we get to our treatments with the 6-in-1 cavitation machine, let's dive into the biological reasons that this change in a woman's body shape even happens. So what are the biological reasons why women gain fat during menopause? And like we said, fat gain during menopause is not from overeating or lack of exercise. Instead, it's the accumulation of menopausal fat that is primarily due to biological reasons that are mostly out of a woman's control. Decreasing hormone levels, muscle mass decline, poor sleep, and slowed metabolism. So let's dive a little deeper into each. First off, lower levels of female hormones, progesterone and estrogen. So the reduction in the female hormones, when that menopausal process starts, that starts right away. Now, these changes can cause weight gain. They can cause bloating and even, get this, a redistribution of fat that's already present in the body. Now, both estrogen decline and progesterone decline, they both cause issues. But lower estrogen is worse, for fat anyway, and we'll get into that in a minute. Next reason is slowed metabolism. Menopause is associated with a reduction in the metabolic rate. What does that mean? Fewer calories burned. And that also means it's easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. And then there's poor sleep. Due to symptoms associated with declining hormone levels, it's harder for menopausal women to get to sleep and also to stay asleep. Poor sleep increases the appetite and has a well-documented effect on fat-producing brain changes. And finally, there's muscle mass decline. The hormonal changes associated with menopause, of course, along with the aging process, leads to loss of muscle mass. And because muscles burn more calories than fat, this further slows the metabolism, which makes it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. So the next question is, why is it that menopausal women fight belly fat in particular? Now, although each of the biological changes of menopause, hormones, metabolism, sleep, muscle mass, they all contribute to belly fat during menopause. But the most direct causation is the declining estrogen levels. And it's the lower estrogen levels that are the root cause of menopausal belly fat. And here's why. Estrogen plays a critical role in regulating metabolism and in fat distribution. The declining estrogen levels during the menopausal process lead to changes in how the body stores fat. The body stops sending fat to the buttocks, to the hips, and the thighs, and starts directing and depositing fat around the abdomen. And it can even start redistributing fat from other parts of the body and towards and into the midsection. So why are diet and exercise not enough to reduce this menopausal belly fat? Well, you've just learned why menopausal belly fat is extremely stubborn. Most women do fail to lose it with diet and exercise alone. Countless women have walked through our medical spa doors asking for our help with it. The fact is, most women need body contouring technology to reduce accumulated menopausal fat. And that's where the 6-in-1 cavitation machine comes in. Treatments with the 6-in-1 cavitation fat reduction protocols specifically are excellent for reducing menopausal fat. So now it's time to talk about the fat reduction treatment itself using the 6-in-1 cavitation machine. How does the 6-in-1 cavitation machine reduce menopausal belly fat? Well, first of all, understand what the 6-in-1 cavitation machine is. That machine delivers much more than cavitation. It's a single platform, multiple technology machine that comes equipped with cavitation plus several other complementary body contouring technologies. Now, the technologies, those complementary technologies, they can vary from 6-in-1 machine to another, but the most common technologies included in a 6-in-1 cavitation machine include ultrasound cavitation technology, radio frequency technology, vacuum technology, and LED technology. Now, it's the combination of these technologies that's what makes the 6-in-1 cavitation machine perfectly suited for menopausal fat reduction. And over the years, we've developed proven fat reduction protocols, especially beneficial for menopausal women. Our 6-in-1 fat reduction treatment protocols include a proprietary combination of all of these technologies. Now, you can learn more about our MedSpa 6-in-1 fat reduction protocols in our show notes by accessing the link that we left to our 6-in-1 course details. Now, let's go into each of the technologies so you understand why you should use the 6-in-1 cavitation machine to reduce menopausal fat. So the first technology, of course, is ultrasound fat cavitation technology. It delivers targeted fat destruction and elimination. Ultrasound fat cavitation does this by delivering high-intensity ultrasound waves to the treated area that causes the disruption, the destruction, and natural elimination of destroyed fat cells without any damage to the surrounding tissues. Number 2, it's because it delivers radiofrequency skin tightening technology, which firms and tightens skin. Now, the radiofrequency technology enhances the cavitation fat destruction by delivering controlled heating to the skin and the deeper tissues. The radiofrequency energy promotes collagen production, which leads to firmer, tighter skin, which is especially beneficial during this fat reduction process. The third technology is vacuum technology, and it delivers slimming action via powerful detox. Now, vacuum technology is also known as vacuum therapy technology, and it increases blood circulation and promotes lymphatic drainage, which assists the body in eliminating the dead fat cells and other debris that are left behind from the use of the fat cavitation technology. And finally, LED technology. It further firms the skin. It also assists in fat reduction, and it also delivers detox action. LED technology delivers powerful light wavelengths, like red light, that spark multiple beneficial actions, increasing collagen and elastin production for better skin, as well as fat reduction and detox actions. So, are you ready to get started helping your menopausal patients? Get our fat reduction protocols, plus you can earn your certification in our online body contouring 6-in-1 masterclass. In the course, you'll learn how to deliver all 4 of the technologies that we just discussed, the ones housed in the 6-in-1 cavitation machine. Plus, you'll get all the forms you need, the protocols, the consent forms, the treatment forms, the pre- and post-treatment instruction forms. So, check the link in our show notes. We left the course details, or we left a link to get the course details if you're interested and you want to learn more. Next question. Do you already have a 6-in-1 machine, or do you need a 6-in-1 cavitation machine? Because if you do, when you start your search, you'll find that there are hundreds, literally, I'm not exaggerating, hundreds to choose from. But we want to save you time. We've left a link to a 6-in-1 cavitation machine that are like the ones we use and have used at our medical spa for years. We keep our 6-in-1 machines busy all day, every day. And it's not a huge investment at just under $400. Okay, so let's summarize what we've learned today or discussed today. Menopausal fat gain, guys, it's real and it's relentless. And for so many women, no matter how well they eat or how consistently they move their bodies, that stubborn belly fat, well, it just won't budge. That's because the root of the problem is not lifestyle, it's biology. The hormonal shifts, the slowed metabolism, the loss of muscle, the odds are just stacked against women, right? But here's the good news. The 6-in-1 cavitation machine offers a powerful, non-invasive solution that goes beyond diet and exercise. By combining ultrasound fat cavitation, radio frequency, vacuum, and LED technologies, our fat reduction protocols target the real reasons behind menopausal fat and effectively eliminate menopausal fat. So whether you're a professional helping clients navigate the changes of midlife, or maybe you're experiencing them firsthand and you'd like to find a DIY home solution, then make 6-in-1 cavitation machine your secret weapon. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for being here, and until next time, beautiful wishes.
Are you ready to expand your business, boost your income, and enhance patient care and satisfaction effortlessly? Our game-changing online courses pave the way for seamless service expansion, all without a huge investment, endless research, or risky endeavors. Our courses provide comprehensive insights into cutting-edge technologies, step-by-step treatment protocols, downloadable resources, and more. After completing each course, you'll have the knowledge to deliver desired results and generate maximum revenue. Visit bodycontouringacademy.com, click on certification courses from the menu, and discover the courses that can transform your business today.